Welcome back. We are going to discuss a very interesting and important problem. Uh, I will read out the statement for you. Input a matrix 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Say not 6, say 5 rows and 6 columns. Check if do we get the same number consecutively at least 4 times in any fashion, vertical, horizontal or diagonal, and record those values. If you get multiple number which is consecutive for 4 times, then print the minimum, otherwise print -1. See here, along the horizontal you have 3, along the vertical you have 9, along the diagonal you have 2. So 3, 9, 2. What is the minimum? 2. You print 2. Okay, the answer is 2. Right? So let us discuss it further to design the logic. Let us open this. Let us open this in Paintbrush so that we can do some writing on this. Okay, now. So one is horizontal, second one is vertical, and third one is diagonal. When I said diagonal, I can move from left to right, or I can move from right to left. There are 2 cases here. In horizontal, so take any row. How many columns are there? 6 columns. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So you need at least 4 times. At least 4 times. Okay. More than 4 is also fine, but at least 4 times. So you compare this element with this element, this element with this element, this element with this element. Okay. If all 4 are same, you publish that element. If not, you start from here. Then 1 with 2, 1 with 3, 1 with 4, 1 with 5. If this is solution, you stop here. Otherwise, you take 2, 2 with 3, 2 with 4, 2 with 5. If all are same, then 2 is the result. And then you move to 3. But you cannot take 3. Why? Because from here you have only 3 elements. So maximum column is 2. How many columns are there? N columns. So column number must be less than n by 3. That is, column number must be less than 3. So maximum column number is 2. Similarly, for vertical motion, maximum row number should be m minus 3. Okay. Then we design logic for columns also. So consider say 6 by 5 matrix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 rows. 0, 1, 2, 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. For horizontal, row must be less than number of rows minus 3. For what? Sorry, column number. For vertical, row number must be less than, this is columns, m minus 3. Now diagonal. Okay. So here you have at the most 1 element. Here you have 2 elements. Here you have 3 elements. So you must start from here to get 4 elements around the diagonal. You must start from here. So diagonal upward. So row must be at least 3. What does it mean? It must be greater than 2, or it must be greater than m minus 3. Now columns. So you step here, you reach here. You step here, you reach here. After that, if you go here, you get only 3 elements. So column number should not exceed it. What does it mean? Column number should be less than n minus 3. Okay, next diagonally upward. Diagonally upward. Okay, let us have one more screen for it. Or we'll do one thing. We will do it here itself. We'll do it here itself. Let us draw. Take the pen and let us draw a 6 columns, no, 3, 4, yes, 6 columns and 5 rows. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so here, if you move from here, you get only 2 elements. If you move from here, you get only 3 elements. You must move from here. That is, R must be greater than M minus 3. Okay, so you started from here. Then from here you get 4 elements, at least 4. Okay, from here also you get 4 elements. If you step here, you don't get them. If you step here, you don't get them. So your column must start from 3. Column number should not be less than 2. That is, column number must be greater than n minus 3. Okay, so these are the conditions you must follow. So hope you understand it, and let us proceed to the logic. Before we proceed to logic, I would like to tell you one more syntax. Say A equal to 5, B equal to 5, C equal to 5. I want to check whether A, B, C are equal or not. So I can, instead of writing using R and operators, I can use a sequence of logical operators to find out whether A, B, C are equal or not. Okay. I need not say A equal to B and B equal to C, or A equal to B and C equal to A. You can use A equal to B, B equal to C as A equal to B, B equal to as one condition to check whether A, B, C are equal or not. I'm going to use the same logic in our program. Okay. Now, first input is, what is the first input? What is the first input in the problem? So first input is number of rows. Second input is number of columns. Okay, and then the matrix. So start doing it. Same input 2 values and split them at blank space. Okay, and map them into integers. Okay, and make them into a list. Okay, let us call the list as dimensions of matrix. Let us call the list as dimensions. Okay, now, so what is number of rows? M is 0th part of dimensions, and n is first part of dimensions. Okay, so we had dimensions M and N. Now read the matrix for I in range. Number of rows. Okay, now read a row. A row has how many columns? 6 columns. So input read 6 elements, split them at blank space. Okay, read only where is colon? Yes, read only n elements. Okay, map them into integers. Map them into integers and make it a list. And call it a row. Okay, have a matrix here. Say M is matrix, initially empty. Now append this row to matrix. Okay, now all inputs are taken. Now, so let output which is a list of elements which appeared at least for 4 consecutive times in a row, in a column, or in a diagonal. Initially it is empty. Okay. So for I in range, how many rows are there? M number of rows are there. Okay. For J in range, how many columns are there? N columns are there. Okay. So what is the condition for diagonal? What is the condition for horizontal movement? You are stepping into columns. So column must be less than n minus 3. Okay, first condition. Let us close these windows. We may get confused later on. Okay. If by semicolon, not colon here. If column number is less than n minus 3, if column number is less than n minus 3, okay, and if so let us call this as row, let us call this as column. If column is less than minus 3, then that element in a row and its next element, what is this next element in the same row, must be next column. Okay, then its next element, what is this next element in the same row? C plus 2. What is the next element in the same row? Same row. C plus column plus 3. Okay. If all are same, then to output list you append this element. What is that element? Matrix cell R C, because it is same. This element is same as next element, this element is same as its next element, and this element is same as its next element. So appeared for 4 consecutive times, then you append it. Okay. This is stepping along the rows, horizontal traverse. Now vertical traverse. If row is less than m minus 3, this is vertical traverse. Okay. So should be very careful while copy pasting. This is vertical traversing. So along the same column, the column numbers remain the same, whereas row numbers change. Column numbers remain the same, and what changes? Row numbers changes. Okay. Now along the diagonal, what is the condition? So you are moving up. And you are starting from here. So it must be at least m minus 3. Okay. So you are going like this. Okay. So like this. So 1, 2, 3. So column number should not be more than this, and row number should be more than this. Column number should not be more than this. Okay. Okay. So what are the conditions? If row number is greater than m minus 3 and column number is less than n minus 3, then you are moving diagonally up. When you are moving diagonally up, when you are moving diagonally up, okay, so row numbers decrease and column numbers increase, okay, from left to right. So what is the first element? First element is say RC. What about next element? Row numbers decrease. You are going up. Left to right, column numbers increase. Row numbers decrease and column numbers increase. Row numbers decrease and column numbers increase. Okay. Here only row numbers change, not column numbers. This is a problem with copy paste. R plus 1, R plus 1, R plus 2, R plus 3. C plus 1, C plus 2, C plus 3. Here R minus 1, C plus 1. Going from left to right, but up. Now, next you are diagonally up from left to right. So R and C both must be greater than its respect to m minus 3 and n minus 3. Okay. So if R is greater than m minus 3 and column is greater than n minus 3. Okay. Then let's paste it. Now you are moving from bottom to top, from highest row number to lowest row number. So rows will decrease. And you are moving from right to left, highest column to lowest column. Column numbers also decrease. So in this case, both row numbers and column numbers decrease. Okay, done. So this is horizontal traverse, vertical traverse, diagonally traveled from left to right, diagonally traveled from right to left. Okay, now, so let us run this program. Let's take a set of inputs. There are 5 rows and 6 columns. So first line of input, save it here. So first line of input is 5 and 6. So list cannot be interpreted as integer. So what happened? Dim is a list. List map int. So input is split and mapped into integer and then converted to list. The DIM is a list. Okay. So what happened? Let us try. So 5, 6. List cannot be interpreted as integer. For I in range m. So both number of rows and matrix are taken as m. So let us do one thing. Let us call this as, say, capital M. This is called as, say, capital M. This is, what is better? Instead of calling this as capital M, let it be small m only. Let us call it as capital M and let us call it as capital N. And this is capital M. Okay. Now this is capital M, and nowhere we are going to use it, I believe. So let us run it now. So number of rows are 5, number of columns are 6. First row is 1, 3, 3, 3, and then 9. One more 3 and then 9. N is not defined. So I forgot to convert that into capital N. Where is that? This should be capital N. Now this is also capital N. Everything seems fine. For 5 rows, 6 columns, 1, 3, 3, 3, one more 3, and 9. Next, 1, 6, 1, 2, 3, 9. Second row is done. Third row, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 4, and 9. Then 2, 2, 4, 5, 1, 9, and then 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay. Again, somewhere n is not defined. Yes. This is capital M. This is capital M. Now this is capital M. This is capital N. And yes, this is capital M. And this is capital N. Okay. Achha, I forgot to print output. So print output. List of all elements which appeared at least 4 times consecutively. Also print minimum of output. Okay, if there is no output, if length of output is 0, then print or return, say print -1. Okay. Okay, else print output and the minimum of output. Okay, so should work now. Hope there are no bottlenecks. 5 rows, 6 columns. Most recent call. So what happened? Again, there is an issue. So 5 rows, 6 columns, invalid literal for input. Dot split. Command N. List map. Okay, let us do it again. Whenever there is doubt in mind, you should do it again. So input split at blank space. You map this into integer and then make it a list. Okay. So let's read it now. 5 rows and 6 columns. Okay. Now 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 9 is the first row. 1, 6, 1, 2, 3, 9 is second row. 1, 2, 2, 1, 4, 9 is third row. 2, 2, 4, 5, 1, 9 is fourth row. Now last row, 2, 4, 5, say 6, 7, and 1. Okay. The name output is not defined. Not too much. I'm very sorry. This is output. This is output. This is output. And this is output as well. Okay. Now, so 5 rows, 6 columns. Then 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 9, 1, 6, 1, 2, 3, 9, 1, 2, 2. Yes, 1, 4, 9, 2, 2, 4, 5, 1, 9, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay. So there are 4 elements. You can see it here. So 3's along the row, 9's along the column, now 2's along the diagonal, and 1's along this diagonal. So what is the minimum of all the 4? 1. Okay. So hope you understand it. Sorry it took a lot of time for the simple mistakes I committed. But hope you understand it. So keep watching and post if you have any doubts and do subscribe. Thanks for